Hello, and welcome back to the C Show. I'm Charlie.
I'm Connor.
And I'm Connor.
Wait, there's two Connors.
Wait, he's back? Oh, never mind. I'm Jared.
Welcome back to the C Show. We're here. The last time is past. Talking briefly here about John Cena's last match and getting our quick reactions here. We're not going to spend too long on this. Plenty of other great places to catch some more fleshed out thoughts of what we're going to say here. But John Cena had his last match Saturday night. What that would have been the 13th at Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C. The main event of Saturday night's main event was Cena versus Gunther. I believe it was technically an IC match because Cena was holding the title beforehand. It wasn't.
He was not. He lost the title back to Dominic a few weeks ago.
That's it. But it's Gunther versus Cena in DC at the Capital One Arena, the famed phone booth, and Cena tapped out.
I look at it more just end of an era,
Mm-hmm.
right? Especially watching growing up, right? Everything from, the Ruthless Aggression first match to, Super Cena and all the ups and downs along the way. It's the end of an era. For anyone that's upset that he lost his last match or that he tapped out, you're stupid and you're a loser.
Yes.
You're supposed to lose on your way out. Like, again, him tapping out shoots Gunther to the moon. And he's tapped out before. Like,
at the point
and I really like that Shaw Baszler put a tweet out. And she's like, what if I told you that tapping out is not giving up?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just saying, you got me and you're better than me. And that's great storytelling.
A strategic retreat. I was listening to Busted Open. I listened to the Busted Open reaction immediately after on Saturday night. I listened to Busted Open this morning. And Bully Ray brought up a good point, is that later, we're recording right now, it's the 15th, a little bit before 6 p.m. Raw airs in 2 hours, right? And Gunther is going to probably open that show, and he's going to be booed, right? Watching the match, you could hear a pin drop in the arena as Cena tapped out and the bell rang. As you said, it shoots Gunther to the moon. That was the point that Bully Ray and Dave LaGreca eventually started making Monday morning. I think it's kind of brilliant. It puts, like, if you watch the whole thing, the whole event, he's got AJ Styles and Dragon Lee facing off against two NXT guys. Joe Hendry pops up against The Miz, right, in a little promo section. Bailey faced off against Sol Ruca, again, from NXT. So, again, it was all about platforming other people. I thought that was really nice of John. Again, tapping out, shoots Gunther to the moon. It really propels that heel run for Gunther. I'm just repeating Bully Ray's points. You can go listen to Busted Open, and that's fantastic. That'll give you a lot more here. But it shoots Gunther to the moon. It propels that heel run. It builds this emotional draw for people to be like, fuck Gunther. I hate that guy. And Gunther can also get in the ring and go up against anybody and say, I made Cena tap out.
And now he's retired two different legends.
Yeah.
Because Goldberg and him, right? There's other guys who are aging out,
two legends this year.
Could it eventually lead to Randy Orton's retirement, right? A passing of the torch of the legend killer, right? There's a lot of possibilities for it. They did really great storytelling.
I just got goosebumps.
I'll give him the hat nod for that. But, end of an era. He swears he's not getting back in the ring. I would say I sure believe him. Yeah. He went out on his terms. You see him crack the smile when he goes to tap out. He looks back on his journey and he's done it all. There's nothing else he could want.
And like I said at the beginning of this show, I think I'm flipping now a little bit, flip-flopping a little bit more. Batista could do it, dark horse. But I think Cena's going to be the first WWE alumni to win an Oscar. I think straight up, he's got not only the ability to do it, but also the political will inside of Hollywood to do so. So, Jared, do you have anything you want to add?
No, I'm just ruminating on that last take. I don't know. I mean, Peacemaker's so good.
Peacemaker is good.
But Batista's like a pretty damn good actor.
I know, that's the thing where recently I've been thinking more and more, like, Batista could totally do it as well. But again, Cena has the political capital. That's the word I was looking for. Not political will, but political capital in Hollywood.
No, I got no take. I'm WWE full on casual. I have no idea who Gunther is. Weird body shape, very stern looking. Good for him.
Gunther is like a throwback. His whole thing is like ring general. He's kind of got
given
like an
Sergeant Slaughter a little bit.
old school build. He used to be a lot bigger. He used to be like a bigger guy, and then he lost like 100 pounds. He slimmed down. He was going by like Walter in the indie circuits. He's Austrian, pretending to be German. Sounds familiar.
I don't like him.
You're not supposed to.
How's his landscape work?
His point of view skills are a little bit better. All right, moving on. We're going to rip some cards open. All right, so we've got some 2014 WWE cards. I have a pack that I know there's something good in. So Connor, please, if you start first. And then I also got Jared something because it's the holiday season. And I also wanted to thank him for jumping on the show with us.
Wow, that is so sweet.
Yes, of course.
Jared, if you want to open yours, these packs are kicking my ass.
Oh, I did have a little pair of scissors right there. If you would like to grab those.
No, it's way funnier for us to get to watch Connor struggle to open a card pack. None of you get this content unless you subscribe to my only cards. Ooh. Yes. Wow. The pinnacle MJF.
So for our listeners, it is
scarf.
The MJF scarf.
I feel very very bougie.
I thought it was something casual that your wife might think is trendy, but it's wrestling apparel. All right, Connor, what's in the stack?
Well done.
Thank you.
Let's see. We got Tensai. We got Tony Chimmel, Luke Harper.
Okay.
Paul Heyman.
Oh, a Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman.
Ooh, we got a
Luke Harper is Brody Lee Jr. R.I.P. By the way.
We have a Rob Van Dam double championship card.
Oh!
I will absolutely be taking.
Yeah. No. Please.
Then Oksana, and then a Triple H card when he's looking old.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, this Rob
That's
Van
all
Dam
you.
card is sick. It's a special like champion. It's got like plating around it like a side plate for a belt, and it's when he was both the ECW and the WWE champion with the spinner belt.
Oh, hell yeah. The Cena spinner. And this is our holiday celebration. I figured we'd do some ripping, some celebrating, looking on the past year. These so Connor's opening the 2014 WWE, and then Jared and I right now are breaking open the 2025 AEW medal from Upper Deck.
Ooh, these shiny.
Yes.
Let's see. I got Nick Wayne.
Nice.
Uno, dos, trios with Mike Bennett, Roderick Strong, and Matt Taven.
Ooh.
The Beast Mortos in gold.
Oh, very nice. Very
That
nice.
was
Hell
sick.
yeah.
Yeah, grab the
Oh,
card
that's
saver
sick.
for that, for sure.
A Marina Shafir,
Nice. Your girl.
very targeted, and Brian Keith.
Very cool. I have an Evil Uno, a Kyle Fletcher. Oh, very nice. This looks like it's a Mark Briscoe chopped. It's got like a foil glitter in the back there. I can't tell who's chopping. Oh, this is Kyle Fletcher 2024. Switchblade Jay White, SkyBox Premium, Dutch, and rounding out here, Katsuyori Shibata. Very cool. Very cool.
What do we got, Connor?
I'll just go through the highs. There are a whole bunch of cards here. We got a Hornswoggle. I do love Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle!
We got a sick Rey Mysterio doing a dive. We got a Nikki Bella.
Nice.
We got a Bray Wyatt rookie card, which we should definitely sleeve up and look into. Here, I'll just hold it for now. I'll put that to the side. An Andre the Giant Legends card.
Very nice.
An NXT Rusev.
Ho ho ho! Oh my gosh, that hair.
An AJ Lee.
Nice.
And then we have another champion card, and it is Chris Jericho.
Nice.
When he won both titles.
Very cool. What do you got here next, Jared?
Oh, I got some heat going right now. I'm going to start off with my own bodyguard. I got a Wardlow. Tony Nese.
Nice.
I've got a Blast Furnace Anthony Bowens.
Ooh. Oh, wow, that's cool. There's like a gradient on the background, shiny gradient on the background. That's very cool.
We got a duo of Baldies. We got Claudio Castagnoli.
Claudio, there we go.
We've got Zach Gibson. And then, bringing some serious heat, I've got Energize, Bryan Danielson.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it is Bryan Danielson on a shimmering silver background with
That's so sick.
pink radiating eyes.
Starting off with a Mr. Ass Senior, Billy Gunn.
Yes.
Kyle O'Reilly. Ooh, Uno Dos Trios, Vincent, Lance Archer, and Dutch. And then, Prospects, Juice Robinson, Nyla Rose, and Matt Taven.
Hell yeah. It's good stuff. It's good stuff, boys. All right, let's see. I got Emi Sakura. I got Anna J. Switchblade Jay White chopped card.
Ooh.
We got an Anna J X Sentry card, which is really sick.
Oh, yeah, that's cool, too.
And then an Action Andretti.
Ooh. What are you looking at, Jared?
Let's see. I've got Serpentico, Saraya, Ring Heroes, Serena Deeb. Serena can take advantage of the smallest opening. Yes, she can. I've got a purple Buddy Matthews,
Nice.
the Butcher,
Mm-hmm.
and another, the Beast Mortos.
Very cool, very cool. I've got a base Orange Cassidy here. Mark Briscoe base. Another Ring Heroes, Harley Cameron.
Hell yeah.
Harley Cameron's potential is off the charts. Oh, that's so cool. And then purple Takeshita. Oh, that rocks. Big Bill and Camille.
All right, looks like we got 3 left. One more for each. Please pass down around. Now, this is what I call Christmas.
You could all call it Christmas, but it is the second night of Hanukkah.
Oh,
Never mind then.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah, everyone.
Let's see. I got an Adam Cole.
Mhm.
I got a Julia Hart. We got another one of the Energy Eyes, and it's Matt Jackson.
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh, we got a Blast Furnace Chris Statlander. We got a Mariah May, and then a Toa Lonia.
Toa Leona? Yeah, it's Toa
I
Leona.
can't read.
Starting off with a Dante Martin hologram. Uno Dos Trios of the Wednesday night commentary team, Taz, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone.
Dope.
And then a gold sky blue. It's copper FX, actually. An MJF base and a Juice Robinson base.
Let's see. I've got a base Dax Hardward, a base Shelton Benjamin, Uno, Dos, Trios, Castagnoli, Pac, and Wheeler, Utah.
Just a touch of the Death Riders.
A touch of the Death Riders.
AEW Prospects, Turbo Floyd.
Ooh, from the Outrunners.
Hell yeah.
That one's good. That one's good.
Thunder Rosa and Vincent.
Vincent. These are really cool designs, honestly.
These are nice cards.
Here are some 2 card savers for you.
Gracias.
Yeah, no, I'm really impressed with what Upper Deck has been doing, and I'm looking at a lot of trading cards, a lot of wrestling cards specifically. We'll have some more news about an eBay store. Connor and Jared got to see it in my kitchen as they walked in to the back of the studio here at 832 Media. But yeah, I just base MJF. He's got like the USA trunks on. I love it. But
Dope.
Yeah. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, And, we hope that, first of all, I want to say thank you for listening to, we've been doing it for 9 months, Connor and I, specifically. And I want to thank Connor and Jared for joining me in this activity, because I've dragged them to some places already. And this has been a blast, and we're going to be doing more stuff next year. And
hold on, you don't get to ignore your flowers. Like, again, shout out to you. Set everything up, the equipment, the dates, the social media. Right, you're what makes this go. We get to watch wrestling and be idiots.
Yeah,
you
make
have
it
to do
easy.
that while actually doing real business stuff. So shout out to you.
Yeah, thank you. For me, it's like I explained this on the dudes at ringside. Like, the legitimate work fuels this, and then lets me do other more legitimate work. So I love it. I love you guys. Thanks for joining us. Love you, the listener, for joining us, because this is The C Show. Welcome back to the C Show. Winter is coming. Dynamite 12/10 in Atlanta, Georgia. One time on a family road trip, we got stuck in an ice storm in Atlanta, and my mom got so nervous with me driving that I only drove for like an hour and a half. But I did get to watch The Wire in the back seat for the rest of the trip. So, who's the real winner? It's me. Fun news. Before this match, or before the show, in a dark match, Steve Borden, the son of Sting, made his AEW debut. He defeated Kieran Gray. It was a rematch of a pay-per-view match in Seattle from before Thanksgiving. Sting, of course, had his retirement match with AEW, Darby Allin, and the Jackson brothers. So this is exciting. No word on whether he'll be joining the main roster or joining ROH or whatever, but it's fun to see that. Hook also defeated Ortiz in a dark match beforehand. The first match we get into is the Women's Tag Team Tournament, the finale. The Timeless Love Bombs, Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa, face off against the Babes of Wrath, Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale. Incredible. One of the best moments in the beginning is Harley lets Mina motorboat her. Excalibur got to do it at the Ukrainian Hall in Detroit 20 years ago. I love that's just like a universal experience. From what I've read, like it's like Ukrainian halls and VFW halls, and like that's where all the indie happen. Like a lot of indie stuff happens. We're just blessed to have the 2300 arena here. What are your guys' moves of the match?
Very early on, Tony sniffs Willow, like big style.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as an actual move, my move of the match is there's a point where Mina does a top rope sling blade directly into a Storm Zero, but it only gets a 2 count. Like, I thought that was the end.
What about you?
I like when they're all sitting in a 4-leaf clover, just slapping titties left and right. Yiddies.
I mean, as we've like duly noted on the show, our loved ones don't listen. So,
my mom asked if we can keep these shorter today when I was talking to her on the phone. So I'm worried about some of the things. Sorry, Mom.
Yiddies.
Speaking of Willow, she hits the senton to break up the Storm Zero by Mina Shirakawa. Outside the ring, Willow gets a full German suplex on Tony. Harley slips out and slams Mina before the power slam by Willow to end it. 1, 2, 3. The Babes of Wrath are the first ever AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship. A heartbreaker for us love bombers, but truly a thriller of a match to make it worth it. Renee comes out to interview the Babes of Wrath. Again, Willow's just grateful for Harley and her support. Tony and Mina face off, then embrace to raise the hands of the Babes of Wrath.
I thought that was awesome. A lot of people get really mad when, like, after a match, wrestlers like hug or shake hands. They're like, you just fought him. Like, why would you be? It's like you ever watch a UFC fight or a boxing match?
Yes.
Like, when you go toe to toe with
You
someone,
want to
like, that's
hate.
the ultimate sign of respect. Hey, you were better tonight. Raise your hand.
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm sure it won't be, the last time they cross paths.
This isn't a topic but I just can't help but notice that every time the Love Bombs lose, it always seems to be Mina. I don't know if it's a statement to the invincibility of Tony, but if you think back to Blood and Guts, and if you think back to this, it's always Mina getting pinned, submitting.
Who's gonna take the pin? The world champion or the fun partner?
Valid. Justice for Mina.
The ops speak to the camera. Joe says, "Congrats, Eddie. Your time has come. You have been asking. You shall now receive." Joe has been Crusader of the Independents, the person whose footsteps you followed in. This is the real me. I am ruthless by design. The man you looked up to was a wonderful idea. This is the man that's going to show you what this industry is. Meanwhile, in a stairwell somewhere, Moxley feels alive. My back is against the wall. Actually, I know this is a metaphor. I have proven if there's one grain of sand in the hourglass, I could still score, and still score big. There's a principle we believe in. If they're not willing to work, let them not eat. Of course, this transitions throughout the Death Riders. They flip between. Garcia says, every day when we wake up, we choose to win. And my only note here is that Garcia is much better fleshed out as a member of the Riders like this. Speaking of being fleshed out, Adidas. The holidays are coming up, and if you're searching for great gifts, our friends at Adidas can help. Unwrap up to 60% off during the Adidas holiday sale. Shop popular clothes and shoes and gifts will make their season one to remember. Refresh your look and be ready for action when you shop for Adidas clothes and shoes on sale. Classic athletic styles, including iconic tracksuits, footwear, and great deals on accessories, including backpacks, hats, and more. What are you guys looking at the Adidas holiday sale?
When I was looking today, they had some Samba XLG shoes, like again just the classic black with the white stripes and like the light brown like
Soul
around the bottom and all, right? Like reminds me of like the shoes I stole from my dad to play indoor soccer and all. Like I'm an Adidas fan. I know Adidas gets some hate. Like I'm about that 3-stripe life.
Yeah, I mean when I think of Adidas, I think of the tracksuit, but they got the Jabbar Lows, which is like a reproduction of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's original basketball shoe with Adidas. And they have a yellow and black collab Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Bruce Lee shoe, 60% off. Sick.
That is pretty sick. The one thing that I did note is that there were some deals that were through Prime, so you can order through Amazon, get those get those delivered at the last minute if you need those gifts. You can visit linktr.ee/CShowPod or click on the link in the description. You're directly supporting the C Show. Thanks, and back to the show. Because we've got a Continental Classic Gold League, Jungle Jack Perry versus Kazuchika Okada. Renee Paquette joins the broadcast to confirm that this is Jack Perry's first singles match in almost a year. And of course, Callis joins as, quote, an announcer. He wants to join to make sure the commentary team acts without bias. As much as, Perry tries to fight Okada here, it doesn't go well for him. My move of the match was Perry with the elbow drop. But what about you guys?
First for me, it was Okada did a draping DDT off the guardrail. So had Jack Perry leaning on the guardrail, just slammed his dome off the ground.
Yep.
And then I liked in the corner when Jack Perry, he did like a matrix jump off the corner. Like literally like running at the wall, like running at the wall and doing it, but in the corner. And he even kind of slipped a little bit, but then he still hit a German suplex, which was really nice. Those were my 2 moves of the match.
I had him running up the turnbuckles and backflipping, but are we serious? None of us are going to talk about it?
You're going to talk about it.
Of course I'm going to talk about it.
Talk about it.
What a creative way to escape a tombstone. How in all these years has nobody thought to sorry, Connor's mom, to chomp on it,
to bite the member of Okada?
Brilliant move, and it made worth all the, as
Bite his dick off!
as Curtis Lewa would say, Don Callis was glazing him. and if he didn't use all the teeth, he might. You know what? Cut it. Keep it in.
Perry attacks Okada and gets the chair. Perry avoids the second Rainmaker and the dropkick, but gets slammed anyway before the Rainmaker and pinned to win for Okada 1, 2, 3, and 3 more points. Callis invites the family to the ring. He's got something important to say. Callis gives Perry his pitch for a spot in the Callis family. Even more than that, prepared to give you a signing bonus paid out of the Young Bucks money. Callis reminds Perry that at 7:01 he can cut Perry's strings and put him in a chair. For the second time tonight, Perry says, I'm going to bite off a little more than I can chew. Perry takes on the family. Luchasaurus comes in. Okada pleads for mercy after the Bucks come in from behind with chairs. But Okada gets the BTE trigger. Callis backs out of the ring, bumps into Luchasaurus. The Bucks eventually get their money back. Takeshita takes a super kick for Callis, and Rocky Romero is planted by Luchasaurus.
Kazuchika Okada, canonically, dig ol' Bick.
Moving on. The conglomeration celebrate with the Babes of Wrath. Roderick stands in the corner, pissed. And the Timeless Love Bombs are here to party. Mercedes Moné, does that sound unsuccessful to you? The downfall has truly begun. Renee talks to Eddie Kingston. Fear keeps you on his toes, he says. It's the 50th anniversary of Terry Funk winning the World Championship. He just wants to make Terry proud. Me too, Eddie. Me too. Joe, you're going to have to put up the fight of your life. Mark Briscoe is interviewed by Tony Schiavone. Wasn't that long ago. People were counting Mark out, saying that he couldn't do it. I'll be a 2-time TNT championship, and you'll have to figure out how to provide for your family with a broken leg, Garcia responds. You got an ass whooping coming Saturday. Would be a damn shame if we had an ass whooping right now. The Triangle of Madness attack. Again, more women in the locker room. Statlander is here now and gets the reverse chair to Sky Blue. Back in the ring, we've got a tornado tag team match. The Ops, Katsuyori Shibata and Powerhouse Ops versus Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland. Hangman and Swerve both come down from the crowd, both armed with chains, Swerve with the staple guns. Shibata, of course, sends out the joppers. Shibata accidentally nails a jopper with a staple gun. This is all before the bell rings. The shenanigans on the stairs.
So that's what got me, is they're fighting in the concourse, and again, best part is Hangman
give me a beer.
Right. Hangman demands a beer after he does some ass whooping up there, and I'm like, oh, all right. And because most tornado tag means you don't have to tag your partner and everyone's live at the same time, are usually no DQ. So when they came out the chain, I'm like, okay, it's no DQ.
Yeah.
And then they were going, and they're like, and the announcers made a point of saying, but there are DQs here. The only and which is funny because later, both Swerve and Hangman double powerbomb. I believe it was Hobbs through a table, which would have been a DQ. But so I just wrote underneath it, no DQ, huh?
Are you not allowed to do that?
Are you not allowed to? What about the holiday spirit of it all?
Referee's discretion.
Hangman threw a Christmas tree.
That was before the bell rang, so that was
still my move in the match.
Oh, it was still so good.
I mean, my move of the match is Hangman sending Hobbs through a table and then running, or not, strutting to the bar and being like, give me a beer. And the bartender is like, hell yeah, I get to give this guy a beer? He just slammed that guy through a table. It was awesome. I love that.
Who else used Coke? So only Hangman's got the balls to use Bud Light.
Shibata catches the buckshot and goes up for the low blow on Hangman, but Swerve stomped from the top rope to break up the armbar Shibata had on Hangman. Hangman dumps Shibata and lets Swerve come in from the top rope with the 450 splash. Hobbs sent through a table for mocking Swerve and Hangman. Buckshot lariat, house call on Shibata. Swerve pinned to win 1, 2, 3. Alexander looks on backstage. Swerve versus Alexander this Saturday now. Callis calls out the Young Bucks. Just because you think you have my money, 9/10 of the law is possession and all of that, blah, 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 blah. He's willing to drag them through the courts, put them in the poorhouse, but would rather get his pound of flesh. In Manchester, let me get my pound of flesh. 3-on-3, find a third. If you grow a pair, accept. Meanwhile, Big Stoke has news. The Bang Bang Gang has been handsy. And a great point by Big Stoke. The world's most dangerous narcotic is this camera. It causes an addiction that they deserve TV time, that they deserve a championship. Again, leading up to the Holiday Bash, hopefully you'll be listening to this before that in Manchester. Next up, we've got a Gold League match in the Continental Classic. Speedball Mike Bailey versus the Proto Star Kyle Fletcher. This is a tough hill to climb for Bailey here. He's 0-1 coming into this match with 0 points, and Fletcher is 2-0 with 6 points, obviously. An incredible shot by the soft cam of Bailey's fist with Fletcher in the background. They both take a minute to take in the noise. And Fletcher with the mocking tone before 2 leaping stomps. What are your guys' moves of the match? Because mine is just going to be the finish, honestly.
They did so much good stuff here, man. Like, I know we're already running long, so I'll speedball this.
I hate to mention it, but Dave Meltzer rated it 5.25 stars.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't peep that. Because, like, early, Speedball goes for a crossbody. Fletcher catches it, goes into a backbreaker with it.
Mm-hmm.
Speedball does his jump off the second rope to the floor, but he does, like, a tornado jump, spins crazy style, looking like Crash Bandicoot.
Yes.
And the one for me is there's a point where they're both standing on the barricade, and Fletcher picks him up and scoop slams Speedball onto the apron, and we get a shot like 15 seconds later. If you can already see the bruising on Speedball's back,
yeah,
that was so cool.
This was just a brutal match for both of them. What about you, Jared?
This is peak pinnacle. This is incredible, all of it. But I will just shout out, I'm a big Speedball guy. He's now my favorite, coming out in the Bellatro gear.
Yes,
hell yeah.
I'm glad you noticed that. I thought that was fantastic. Oh my gosh, I think my move of the match that's not the finish is the Bailey Hurricane Rana after an amazing sequence. Fletcher still kicking out, knee drop, head kick. Fletcher still kicking out. How? Bailey knee drop onto the floor. Fletcher moves out and then hits Bailey with the powerbomb in the apron. Bailey kicks out. Bailey pulls it off. He rolls up Fletcher for the pin to win. 1, 2, 3. What an upset. He did it. Kevin Knight comes out to celebrate. Backstage, Renee talks to Hangman. What is next after teaming up with Swerve? He wants his men's world championship back. At World's End, I am coming for you and my men's world championship. The Bucks address Callis' offer. If they need a partner, what about Luchasaurus? But he declines. What about Omega? They knock on Kenny's locker room door and offer him a part of the money. If it's about Callis and his family, hell, I'll do it for free. The Elite are back. Nick flexes his pec while Kenny wishes you goodbye, good night, and good luck. Bang! Finishing out Dynamite on the 10th, we've got the AEW Men's World Championship, Eddie Kingston versus Samoa Joe. Your guys' move of the match?
Just giggling at Hook getting tossed from ringside. I love it when a ref is finally smart enough to be like, maybe this person wandering around the ring doesn't have integrity in their heart. Get to the back. Other than that, there's a point where Joe puts in that step over toe face lock, and Kingston bites him. Off that, he hits a DDT and a cutter, which was absolutely awesome. I thought they would have got a little more time. As it got here, I saw how much time was left, and I'm like, I guess they're just going to kind of push through this.
Yeah, they're going to do it in like 10, 12 minutes, basically. It's all part of the Samoa Joe heel run, I guess, Jared?
Well, I like all the crazy slap combos they ran in the middle.
Yes, slugged it out a couple different times.
Because watching Speedball Bailey in ring, and then immediately watching Eddie Kingston in ring is like going to a Broadway play and then going outside and there's a bum fighting.
That's my bum. You watch your mouth.
That's my beautiful bum. Leave him alone.
He's the man, though.
I think one of my two favorite moments are Joe honoring John Cena, doing a crossface hold on Eddie Kingston. He gives the salute, and then also hitting the STFU. Joe dumping Kingston before the STFU. Joe rolls out, hits the Coquina clutch after Eddie's attack. Eddie fading out. The ref calls it after Eddie taps out. Joe looks on, Kubrick style. That's Dynamite, baby. Start off with the babes.
Dynamite, baby.
With the babes winning the women's tag team match. You've got that penultimate match of Bayley and Fletcher facing off. Probably one of the matches of the year for me. And then, I mean, Kevin, or not Kevin, but Speedball's just like, what if we top it on Saturday? And then we end it with a fantastic match. So
Dope.
yeah, it's all elite wrestling. It's where the best wrestle, and we talk about it here on The C Show. Welcome back to the C Show. We're in Cardiff, England for AEW Collision on the 13th of December. We're starting off with Swerve Strickland versus Josh Alexander. Swerve returning to singles action for the first time since his injury.
Whose house?
Swerve's house.
Dude, this was good, man. There's a lot of really good storytelling in here, and I know I'm
The nerd who knows everything about wrestling.
but like the storytelling was good early on. Swerve hits a backbreaker and like hurts his knee doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that leads into my move of the match, because there's later where Josh Alexander on the outside picks up Swerve and like front suplexes him, so he slams both his knees on the announce table.
That was my move of the match too.
Crazy.
Right, it was so crazy. It went with the storytelling. It was a great match. I thought it made Alexander still look really good while Swerve still looks like a freaking monster.
Yeah, the one thing that I noted here was the power slam after that. He counters the pickup, turns it into a power slam on Josh Alexander. Nigel says he's not sure if there's bullets left in the walking weapons clip.
Ooh, actually, one other thing. Swerve hits an Olympic slam off the ropes. So imagine you pick someone up on your shoulder, like torture rack style, like their belly button behind your head, and just falls off the second rope and hits him with that Olympic slam. That was awesome.
Beautiful. Jared, do you have any notes from this match? Any moves?
Only when the headgear came flying off.
I loved that. Whose house? Swerve's house. And kicks the headgear off of
That
Alexander.
was sick.
Swerve plants Alexander on the mat, and it's over. 1, 2, 3. Prince Nana comes in with the mic. Didn't come back to face off against the Don Callis family, Hobbs and Shibata. I came back for one damn thing, an AEW championship. The Wolves are circling. I'm the most dangerous man in AEW. Turn AEW into whose house?
Swerve's house.
In the middle of the street.
Swerve's house. Nice. Timeless Tony Storm, the babes are having a toast. You can't have a toast without us. Strap in and strap on. We are here to wet your whistle. Chin up, tits out, and watch out for love bombs. Boom.
Sorry, Mom.
I'm quoting.
Trust me, I tried that when I was younger. She didn't like that either.
Is it the strap up part?
Let's just say there's levels to this.
Strap in and strap on. Speaking of strapping in and strapping on, Chris Statlander and Jamie Hayter versus the Sisters of Sin. Okay, I have a question. Do we like Julia Hart?
Like I think she's pretty good. She's not like one of my favorites. I think she's, a good worker, right? Just like that. Like I think she puts on good matches. Like I feel like whenever the Triangle of Madness has anything where they actually like talk or kind of develop, it's not her talking. I don't know if she's like just quote unquote not a good talker or, you know, she's just kind of the third banana in this. But like, I think she's a good worker. I would love to see her develop more as a character. But so she's like in the middle for me.
I'm like, when the Sisters of Sin are doing stuff, it's always her and Sky Blue together. And the whole gimmick is like, oh, they're evil twins, right? In the ring, I feel like I like her. She's good. She's just got like a couple of moves that she relies on. She's always going up on the ropes, in my opinion. All right, at least I see. I don't know. This is dumb. Is this dumb? Am I being dumb? Am I being an asshole?
You're allowed to ask questions. That's what this is about.
Okay.
People have different tastes in wrestlers, you know. Some don't like apparently like you don't like the, you know, the high-flying gimmicks. What happened to good old-fashioned lockup? You know, but hey, to each their own, I guess. Well, I don't know. I know you said off mic, you're like, why do they even let women wrestle on TV?
Wow.
So.
Okay.
No. He said, he said that, but then he said, I guess because of the...
I really like Hart's standing moonsault, and there was a point where they were like doing a slugfest in the ring, and there was a point when Statlander and Hayter both went for like big punches, and the Sisters of Sin ducked, and they just ran right into each other.
I mentioned it. Julia going up on the ropes. Hayter is lined up, but rolls out, and Blue runs into Hart. Hayter backbreaker. Haterade on Hart, pin to win. 1, 2, 3. Stat and Hayter win, but does this make the conversation easier? They talk right after the match. Hayter wants to do it right at World's End. The woman you teamed up with tonight isn't going to be the woman you're going to face off at World's End. Statlander with the classic Long Island energy. She was really hitting the Long Island accent. We're going to do it. We're going to do it at World's End. Back in the ring, Blue League, Continental Classic. Claudio Castagnoli versus Konosuke Takeshita. Renee pops in to tell us that it's the first time that the CMLL champion has faced an IWGP champion. Again, CMLL is a lucha promotion mainly in Mexico. They actually sold 1 million tickets this year at Arena Mexico. They've been doing shows at Arena Mexico this whole year, and they sold 1 million tickets this year. An incredible accomplishment. That is...
Hell yeah.
That's like, that news is like a week old, by the way, and they're going to hit probably like, I don't know how much they're going to hit, but they're going to probably break like 1.1 million.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure they probably have at least 2 big shows left around at the year.
Yeah. And it's just fantastic to hear that that's going so well for CMLL and the partnership that they have with AEW. And again, IWGP is the formal organization that runs New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's the the organization that oversees the competition within New Japan Pro Wrestling. This is going to be a ripper. My move of the match is a devastating forearm from Claudio as Takeshita tries to roll off the apron. And then Claudio also popping up Takeshita for the uppercut. A note here from Callis. The Swiss are mentally weak as a country. Nigel Cookers. They're ambivalent. Don't ask about the Irish in World War II. They kind of did have bigger fish to fry.
They didn't have any potatoes. I know that. Was that around that time? I'm not really...
The famine was invented by the English. There was never a famine.
Yeah, that checks.
They were just starved.
That tracks.
All right, Jared, your move of the match.
Nah.
2 things I really liked. Takeshita did a DDT on the ramp. I love how AEW uses... I feel like they use the ramp and the ringside to much more effect. Like when we used to do WWE, people would be outside and it's like, oh, they'd be there. They throw them into the barricade, whatever. Like the use of, we talked about before, Kyle Fletcher throwing Speedball onto it, right?
Yeah.
We talked about the draping DDT off it in a match earlier. Like they do a really good job using that area around, especially in these Continental Classic matches that, you can win by count out, right? If you get it to where we hit a 20-minute time limit, who we haven't seen yet.
We were close.
We were very close.
We're closer than you could imagine.
I'm close.
Sorry, Mom.
Continue your point.
So Takeshita does that DDT on the ramp, and then he does a huge front flip dive, which is always horrifying. And like, he is not a small dude, and he's like, I'm just gonna send it, and it was clean. It was clean.
It's a slugfest, but emphasis on the slug. These men have sparse energy left. Outside the ring, Claudio bounces off the guardrail and slams Takeshita back down. With a minute remaining, Takeshita rolls back into the ring. Claudio barely slides in. Takeshita knee slam. Claudio kicks out. Claudio slams Takeshita. Takeshita kicks out. The clock is ticking down. The bell sounds. Takeshita remains undefeated, but only walks away with a point. They take it beyond the bell. This isn't about money. It's not about points. It's about pride. The referee corps streams in to break up the fight. Here come the family and the riders. I loved the ending. The ending was awesome.
I'm glad that we finally got a draw. Like, again, they've been teasing it. Like you said, we had some other ones that were close, but again, like, this point is gonna matter. Like, again, with the way that people are stacking points, they keep talking about pushing for more. Like, this is gonna matter, which I love. And again, it's a way for them to have a great match. Both look great, and no one has to lose. Even though some of these other matches where, right, Speedball beats Fletcher, it's like, that shouldn't happen in a million years. Exactly.
That's Leicester winning the Premier League.
And you would never see that in WWE because they want to protect their stars so much. Like, AEW has a great understanding that whether it's whatever sport, whatever, great teams lose, like, a lot. And it just happens. It doesn't mean they're not going to go out and beat the dog shit out of everyone else they face. Like, you can have those moments, and that's what makes a tournament like this so interesting.
Stavros Halkias, one of the comedians that we love on the show, Slavi's World, his podcast, he always advises people that the road to a win is littered with many losses. You're going to take L's to get to the win. I think I love that point, and I think the Continental Classic really illustrates that here.
Only on the C Show.
Only on the C Show.
Do we take sports lessons from Stavi? That was a speech from Any Given Sunday.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Never seen it.
Lexi Nair is with Jet Speed. Kevin says that they knew that this might happen. They both need 6 points. They don't hold anything back. All out of respect. A meeting of equals here. The Babes of Wrath are now celebrating. Willow is showing off her huge tracts of land. Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Never seen it.
Sacre bleu.
Are you serious?
I've never seen any Monty Python. I always hear people talk about it. I've never seen any of them.
Brother, man, I have to give you... You don't have a Blu-ray player. God damn it. Life of Brian? You've never seen Life of Brian?
No, let's make a weekend of it. You said last week you had stuff for us to watch. Sit down and watch. Let's make a weekend of it sometime
Tons
soon.
of stuff for you to watch.
Maybe over Christmas break here coming up.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm not even going to tell you any more things.
It's so good.
Oh my God. The last time the Babes were in Cardiff, Wales, they faced off 1-on-1. Willow says that perseverance is the Babes' story. Harley wonders out loud who could be next. The timeless love bombs music plays. Tony and Mina enter. Mina says we asked for a fight to remember. Tony says we did the 3 most important things. Bleep. We shook our tits and we gave them a fight to remember. Mercedes Moné comes in. She says it can't be a championship celebration without the greatest. Mina, thank you. She tells Mercedes to shut up. Mercedes brings up blood and guts. Tony says, why don't we just run it back? Wales isn't a real country, Mercedes says. That's right. It's an animal. Willow says you're dodging us because you have no friends. This Wednesday, Manchester, England. I'll bring 3. Challenge accepted, Slop Tart. We will raise a glass and we will wax your ass. Tony Storm, again, doing the best character work of 2025. Connor's favorite character backstage, Ricochet. 2025 has been a good year for him. 2026 will be better. He will be entering the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royale at the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royale. Ricky Two Belts has a nice ring to it.
What about Ricky? Shut the up.
And that brings us into a little promo for the Diamond Battle Royale. Mark Davis, Brody King, Anthony Bowens, Max Caster, Gates of Agony, Shelton Benjamin all throw their hats in. Speaking of throwing their hats in, the parking spot. Traveling for the holidays is already stressful enough. If driving to the airport is your choice, our friends at GoFund and the parking spot are here to help. With 46 locations at 28 airports, like at our home airport, PHL, or Atlanta, Midway, or wherever travel takes you. The parking spot has airport parking covered. Simply select your airport to get started, pick your dates, your preferred parking type, along with any additional car care services. Ooh, that's nice. And then reserve. Join the Spot Club to keep up to date on discounts and deals. Visit linktr.ee/cshowpod or click on the link in the description. Again, you're directly supporting the C Show. Thanks. And back to the show. Speaking of traveling, flying, C2 Gold League, Jet Speed, Takeoff, Kevin Knight versus Speedball Mike Bailey. How's that for a segue?
Boo, 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 boo.
What are you
Coming
guys
in for a landing.
What are your guys' moves of the match?
It's a classic. Two guys that know each other really well to start. Like so many counters in the beginning, just flying all around.
My note is this is like Vader versus Obi-Wan 1 on Mustafar.
Okay. Yeah.
Because there's like the emotional height of it too.
That's fair. For me, my move of the match is when they're on opposite sides of the ring,
Same.
outside the ropes, and they're just like,
Yep.
what if we just launch ourselves at each other and see what happens?
I
Meet you in the middle.
sitting between where you two are, I literally went, whoa!
Oh, that's why it's stamp.
Wow.
Yeah, I literally did the Waluigi. And then Bailey's in the corner after that. Knight goes coast to coast for the third time. Bailey counters the UFO splash. Knight kicks out still. Bailey, ultimate weapon, misses it, and his knees hit the floor. Rubik's Cube cover by Bailey. 1, 2, 3, and Speedball picks up the 3 points. What a weekend for Speedball Mike Bailey. An upset over Kyle Fletcher and a thriller with his tag team partner.
I was so worried. So they had the moment where they come together in the middle of the ring, and I'm like, oh my God, they're going to do it here. I thought we were getting the heel turn from one of them, and, I thought Knight was going to lose and, have a moment, and they were going to break up Jet Speed right there. Luckily, they didn't. They just, dapped up, hugged. They both appreciated the match they gave to each other. I was so worried that was the end of Jet Speed right there.
I think that's going to be the inflection point that starts the downfall of Jet Speed.
I don't want to hear this.
We're looking at a couple of different breakups. We're looking at a shift in the Death Riders. We're going to look at some sort of change in the Callis family, whether that's Takeshita fighting back or going on a face turn, or whether it's a mutiny within the family as well. So I think we're looking at a lot of changes within the roster and stables. Kyle Fletcher reacts. He doesn't feel like celebrating. The Callis family and the Death Riders have an agreement not to interfere with each other. Bring your best, bastard. Pac responds, your meteoric rise has been nothing short of remarkable. Do not care about how brilliant your matches are, what anyone else thinks about your matches. I'm going to grind you down. Speedball knows, Okada knows, you will know too. In our main event for Collision, winter is coming in Cardiff, Wales. We've got the TNT Championship, Daniel Garcia versus Mark Briscoe. I got so confused here because I thought it was the Continental Classic for a minute. And I was like, what is Marina Shafir doing here? She's not allowed to be here. Go away, Marina.
Well, she gets herself sent away anyway by getting caught red-handed.
Garcia knocks Briscoe down and then traps him in the apron. And that's when Shafir is kicked out. Shafir taunts the crowd with dual birds.
Beep you, Yuta.
Did I miss something? Or?
Not particularly. Like you said, you
Okay.
mentioned that. She gets tossed. My move of the match is Garcia does 3 super amigos, as I put it.
Yeah.
Right? It was 3 superplexes, right? The 3 amigos is 3 suplexes. These are all superplexes.
Oh.
So I said 3 super amigos. But after he does the third one, Briscoe just kind of rolls it through and hits a brain buster to kind of break up the momentum.
Yeah.
So one, it was cool. I've never seen anyone do. I'm sure someone's done it. It's been a million wrestling matches. Blah 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 blah. I'd never seen it. That was cool. And then for Briscoe to play right off it to a brain buster.
Yeah, absolutely. After that, Briscoe demands to be hit and Garcia attacks, but Briscoe prevails until he gets a foot to the face, followed by a series of chops. Remsburg catches Shafir in the act, kicks out from ringside. All the way up the ramp, Shafir goes. Wheeler Yuta slides in the ramp for the low blow. It was all a ruse. Tombstone piledriver, and Briscoe kicks out of 2. Garcia escapes the roll-up, but doesn't avoid the J-Driller. Briscoe pins 1, 2, 3 for the win and to retain the TNT Championship. The conglomeration come out to celebrate with Briscoe. Roderick Strong reluctantly holds up Harley Cameron's hands. Love to see it. Love to see it. Anything you guys want to know before we move on and talk a little bit more about the Continental Classic coming up?
2 packed shows. Again, like, we just do not get dead time here, which almost makes it not harder to watch, but like when we would watch the other show, like sometimes I could kind of tune out and in with things. Like if I tune out for a second, I'm like, oh, I got to back up like 3 minutes and be like, what the hell just happened?
I feel the same exact way too.
It's awesome. This is what wrestling should be.
Watching Saturday night's main event and the difference in presentation between the Fed, WWE, I feel like, are we the annoying IWC guys now?
Tribal Keith.
So between the WWE and how AEW presents it, I know that it's Cena's last show, but like even going back to other Saturday night's main events, there's like the emphasis on who's in the crowd and the pregame stuff, and like there was only like 3 matches, or I think there was 3 matches in Saturday night's main event.
There were only 3 matches?
Yeah, again, and I mean one of them is Cena's finale.
Yeah, because it was Cena, that Bailey Soul Ruka,
and then they had the tag team match.
Well, and didn't Cody and
Cody and
Obi
Obafemi faced off? Yeah,
and then AJ went against, like, apparently that match was really good.
AJ Dragon Lee faced off against the 2 guys from NXT, including Javon Edwards or Javon Evans, the bouncy
Evans,
kid. Yeah. That boy bouncy.
That
boy was super bouncy. But again, like 4 matches and like a pretty filled promo with The Miz and Joe Hendry. And R-Truth. So, but again, like the difference in presentation and like compared to like Blood and Guts, right? It's so different. Like the way that how AEW presents a show like that. So blown away. All right, moving on. We got more to talk about. We'll talk more about the Continental Classic here on The C Show. Welcome back to the C Show. In the Continental Classic, in the Blue League, Claudio Castagnoli and Konosuke Takeshita top the Blue League standings, both with 7 points. Castagnoli with 3 matches and 2 wins, draw, and a loss. Takeshita with as the same. Moxley, Cassidy, Dorada have 3 points apiece. Roderick Strong still with no points. Roderick Strong really needs to get his act together.
No, I agree with you there. I'm excited. I need Orange Cassidy to start climbing this board. I know he's got Dorada upcoming this week. I think that should be a good one to kind of put him back in that
that'll be a
top
thriller
conversation. Because again, you only need to be in the top 2 because both the semifinal for your league and the final for the tournament are going to be at World's End. You've got to get yourself in the top 2. A lot of them still have, 3 to 4 matches to go. So there's a lot of time for this to shake up. I need to see Orange Cassidy get himself in the win column.
Except against Dorada.
We'll see.
Fight me.
We'll see his chances against the Golden Mask. Meanwhile, in the Gold League, Fletcher and Okada with Bailey at 6 points. Kevin Knight and Pac with 3. Jungle Jack Perry still with 0 points, taking over for Darby Allin. Bailey had a hell of a weekend, shot himself up to the top of the leaderboard here in the Gold League. Again, he still has to face off against... he already has faced off against Okada, I believe. We don't have the chart that AEW uses, but I believe that Bailey also still has to face off against Pac too, so we'll see if he'll be able to hold up against those shotgun drop kicks from the top. Any thoughts from you guys before we move on here? We've been talking for a while now.
I know. I just need to see Jet Speed I need one of them in the final. I would love to see Kevin Knight and Fletcher again
that would
to
be
go
a great
at
match.
it. Like, I think that could be a fantastic semifinal. Like, they're both such great workers, high pace. They're both willing to do whatever to put on a great one. That's what I'm hoping for the semifinal when all the dust settles.
Absolutely. Anything else you guys want to mention before we head out here?
Again, happy holidays to everyone. Thanks for hanging with us Thank you again, Charlie, for letting us rip cards. My favorite thing, even though my bank account does not agree. So I appreciate being able to rip some cards here and hang out with the boys. As as we get towards this holiday season, we got one more pay-per-view before the year wraps, and then New Year, same C show.
Of course you like the C Show. Make sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share with your friends. Support the show directly at ko-fi.com/cshowpod. Follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, Facebook, and YouTube at C Show Pod. Have a question for the boys? Send an email, cshowpod@gmail.com. Thanks to our friends Amir, Patrick, and Justin for their assistance. The C Show is a production of 832 Media. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll be back next week.
Boobs in the butts.